Got some bumbles bumbling, thriving out here. I ran out of storage, but I deleted some things. I thought about just ending it there, but getting back to the reconciliation, what does any of this mean? How does it relate to somatic healing, craniosacral biodynamic, craniosacral bodywork? Well, I won't tell anyone how or what they're supposed to feel in any of those modalities or processes. But in my own personal experience, we chose to incarnate into human bodies on this earth plane for this life. So there's very much something really exciting to me about using the body as this like multifaceted, riveting portal of presence. Because I don't know what I was gonna say, because I don't know. Of course, no one has to care about their body or get to know it really intimately if they don't want to. It can actually be really intelligent to live outside of it, which I'm really good at. I say proudly. And what I will add, though, is in the biodynamic craniosacral work I do, it's very much including the presence and development of witnessing. And so, as we learn to be with different sensations or experiences that maybe at one point in our life were too much, too quickly, now we have support. We don't have to get into the mental story or recount any of it verbally. We just let the body, through sensation, tell its story. But we're simultaneously being with what is underneath all of that and holding all of that. And how can we be with it without becoming it? And that's just if we have old stuff coming up. Which we all have stuff. And often we organize our lives in a way that we don't necessarily face the stuff that would help us, help us have more ease in our life if we did face it, but for good reason. Support is such a important, real thing we all need and deserve. And at the same time, it's a journey to learn how to receive support when maybe it wasn't safe or we were conditioned to think that makes you weak Austin, Texas is waking up. And or I'm just getting closer to where more human activity is. And so when we come into a stillness practice, whether it's meditation or a somatic one-on-one session with a practitioner, ooh, some beautiful music over there. And craniosacral, the biodynamic paradigm, I often think of it like meditating with someone, but with touch, with co-regulation of the nervous systems coming into a mutual coherence, which just brings about greater possibility for healing and health. And that's because we have these mammal bodies. We're animals. So much value in energetic healing modalities that don't involve touch. But again, we chose to incarnate into these earth bodies, and these earth bodies do well with mindful touch, loving touch, attuned touch. And we all have different histories with touch. Yeah. And so even that can be very relationally healing, that negotiation with a practitioner. How close or far away, both physically and energetically. The quality of their presence. The quality of the container, the relational field of safety that's created. And so when we come into stillness in this way, our history can come up. It wants to be seen, it wants to be integrated. And depending on how much is there, might be like a full onion with lots of layers. Some folks, maybe not so much. Maybe a session or even meditating, you can just really quickly and easily enter that no mind sort of place, that isness or beingness, the stillness in relationship. Yeah. So that was just a little of me kind of talking, thinking it out loud, figuring it out while I talk about it, and maybe this is interesting for you listening, if you are listening. And it's okay if it's not your thing. Anywho, sending lots of love to each of you on your Sunday afternoon. There go those cute little birds, bird family. Bye now.